Today we are going to continue 1-7 with absolute value inequalities. This is a table that shows you the results of what a absolute value inequality will have. So if it is an absolute value and it is less than a positive, then it'll be an and. Less than. If it is an absolute value, again, and if it's less than or equal to, and it's positive, it'll be a and again. If it is an absolute value and it is greater than a positive, it'll be a or. If it is an absolute value and it is greater than, again, it'll be an or. This is not a terribly important table, but it is good to remember, okay? If you could end up memorizing this, that'd be great, but you can always solve them and it'll show you if it's an and or an or. So in this case, it says solve 4x plus 5 is greater than 13. If we looked at our table, our greater thans are supposed to be ors. Okay, that's an or statement. So we solve this, we get 4x plus 5 is greater than 13. 4x plus 5. And then we need to flip the sign for the negative one. Okay, minus 5, and you end up with 4x is greater than 8. Divide by 4, and you get x is greater than 2. Over here, you get minus your 5, and you get 4x is less than negative 18. Divide by 4, and you get x is less than 4.5. Negative 4.5. We graph these. Okay, we got 0, negative 4.5, 2. Open circle at negative 4.5 and to the left. Open circle at 2 and to the right. Again, it should be an or. We should write it as an or, so x is greater than 2, or, now we should write it the other way, my bad. X is less than negative 4.5, or x is greater than 2. Next one here, we get x plus 4 is greater than or equal to 6, and then our flipped one is our negative, so x plus 4 is less than or equal to negative 6. Go to solve this, okay, minus 4, and you get x is greater than or equal to 2. Minus 4, and you get x is less than or equal to negative 10. When we looked at this, it's a greater than again, it should be an or. So we look at it, negative 10, 0, 2, should be closed dot at 10 and to the right, closed dot at 2 and to the right. I said closed dot at 10 and to the left, closed dot at 2 and to the right. Rewrite it from left to right, so it should be x is less than or equal to negative 10, or x is greater than or equal to 2. Okay, now we have the absolute value of 3x plus 5 is greater than or equal to 10. Again, this is an or. Okay, we end up with 3x plus 5 is greater than or equal to 10. And then 3x plus 5 is less than or equal to negative 10. Got to flip your sign on the negative one. Okay, end up with 3x is greater than or equal to 5. X is greater than or equal to 5/3. Minus 5 here. And you end up with x is less than or equal to negative 15. Divide by 3, and x is less than or equal to negative 5. Graph it. 5/3 is closer to 0. Should try to scale it as much as you can. Again, it's a closed dot at -5 and to the left, a closed dot at 5/3 and to the right. Rewrite it as, so from left to right, so x is less than or equal to -5, or x is greater than or equal to 5/3. There's our answer. Do another one here. And we have x plus 2, absolute value of x plus 2 is less than 6. Again, this is a less than, so therefore it is an and. We get x plus 2 is less than 6. X plus 2 is greater than -6. Minus 2 there, and you get x is less than 4. Minus 2 there, and you get x is greater than -8. Again, this is an and, so should we write it from left to right? So -8, x is greater than that, but less than 4. Graph that, be -8, 0, 4. Open dots, and it fills in the middle. One more. We have 2x plus 1 is less than or equal to 9. Okay, that's right there. So we know it's an and. We could write it exactly like they write it. We could start like that, but I like to work apart. So 2x plus 1 is less than or equal to 9. 2x plus 1 is greater than or equal to -9. Minus 1, and you get 2x is less than or equal to 8. Divide by 2, and 2x is less than or equal to 4. Minus 1, and you get 2x is greater than or equal to -10. Divide by 2, and you get x is greater than or equal to -5. So x is greater than or equal to -5, but less than or equal to 4. Graph that. -5, 0, 4. Solid dots at each one. And then it comes together.